Production is done so with the Real Housewife of Salt Lake City. What does that mean? No, the show is not canceled, okay? It means that they are done so with the antics of some of the Real Housewife, and they are not playing games anymore, and we need to talk about it. But before we start, welcome back. I'm the Real Andy of Beverly Hills. Welcome to another piece of tea. If you are new here, welcome to Beverly Troop, where I keep it real and I mention it all. So make sure to subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And if you are part of the all crew and you have not done it yet, please go to the notification bell, turn it off and turn it on again, okay? Also, if you have time after you finish this video, go to my other YouTube channel. Pop Smash by The Real Andy is the YouTube channel of my podcast. New episode coming like this weekend, so you do not want to miss it. All right, guys. So let's talk about this mess. Look, Real Housewives of Salt Lake City is top tier, is probably the #1 show in Bravo right now. We are obsessed with it. They have gave us 6 seasons so far of amazingness. You can literally rewatch the show from the beginning and be entertained over and over and over because there is no filler episode. Like literally every single episode, there is something going on. It is really that good, right? However, one thing that have been happening for, some seasons now is that usually there is a lot of situations that happen off camera and then they end up being part of the conversation, and it becomes part of the drama. And then also we have some housewife leaking information to blogs or to the media or other people or whatever, so there is like a lot of that, and I think it is what it is. Like, it's just what happens when you are creating a successful show. I think that producers wants this perfect show, and I think especially these shows sometimes they just rely on the drama and the chaos, and you have to lean on it to let it happen. Okay, so according to some rumors going around, apparently they are putting some kind of stop to everything. So this is what is going on out there. It says the renewal letters for the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City have gone out to the ladies, and they include a new mega clause which is non-negotiable for all new and renewing cast members. It's called the Narrative Integrity Clause. Basically, the cast are not allowed to create, influence, or leak storylines about the show or other cast members off camera. This includes using third parties as a proxy. Any on-camera discussions about unverified activity will be cut from the final edit, and any verified activity is punishable on a scale that includes financial penalties, loss of screen time, demotion, and firing. Production is not fucking around. They are tired of grasping at straws with this bunch, and now they need to regain control. The clause has had a mixed reception amongst the cast. 2 of them are holding out on renewing, hoping it will push production to cave. They won't, and they have got a short list of potential new housewives to backfill spots if needed. So again, I think what they are trying to do is they don't want things like, oh, this happened where the cameras were not on, like the airplane situation with Meredith Marks, and then they took that and they tried to make it a whole storyline. But it's very hard for the public to really react to that, because it becomes like she said, you know, and it's kind of like, where is the truth? How do we know what really went down? Just because a group of women decided to tell the same story does not mean that that is actually what happened, you know, because there are secret agendas, there are people who want to take people out, you know, there is a lot of this. So I think that on one side they are trying to do like, okay, stop. If it did not happen on camera, you cannot talk about it, because it just does not make any sense. Something similar happened when on Real House of Beverly Hills, when Lisa Rinna tried to accuse Kathy Hilton of the whole mental breakdown off camera, and it did not work very well for Lisa Rinna, because how are you gonna prove that? And then you are just making all of that your storyline when there are no proof around it. So that part, I think, is really interesting. Now, the part that they're trying to use third parties is very obvious. It means, well, when they cannot prove the things that they are trying to say, they go to the blogs and they leak information, hoping that the blogs are gonna do the dirty work for them. And sometimes, most of the times, it actually happened, you know, because bloggers, they, you know, they feed on all of this information just to try to put it out there before actually confirming that it actually happened or not. It's just like they just start like putting all of the rumors out there without caring in the world if it's true or not, right? You know, I think that it's a little bit controversial, you know. I believe that I believe not, I know for sure that every single housewife and Bravo celebrity talked to different bloggers and media person and podcasters and YouTubers and all of that, and they all have had their favorites, you know. But I also know that a lot of them are not doing or creating those relationships to leak information, you know. They're mostly doing it to know how the people are reacting or what is happening out there, because at the end of the day, the media, you know, we are the ones who are more in contact with the actual fans and the actual opinions of the people than what they have over there, you know. You know, I think that is going to be very complicated even to prove it, you know. I think Housewife will be just more extra careful into putting the information out there. But I also believe that, you know, it's 2026 right now, you know, and I think a lot of really good storylines have also been exposed by the media, you know, and sometimes even bloggers, you know, and, you know, the people who go the extra mile to expose the lies and the fakeness and all of that. And not all the time it's coming from Housewives, you know what I mean? I don't think that is gonna stop. I think that it's a waste of time for them to try to say, oh, you cannot talk to absolutely anyone. Girl, it's 2026, you know, social media is just part of life. You know, just embrace it. You know, I think it should be that different. I do agree that the show should be about things that happen on camera, because otherwise it's a little bit too complicated to really have an opinion. But the blogger parts, you know, or the media part, it's, I don't know, it's kind of weird to me. It's kind of like wanting to have complete control over everything, you know. And these are reality shows that are supposed to be on a script, and they are supposed to be about real life, so real shit that really happened, you know. So I think some producers need to come to this century, you know, and like really understand how use the media to their advantage instead of trying to like block them, you know. I don't know. So anyways, that's what is going on right now. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below about this clause, and do you think it's gonna work out? And who are the two people who are holding their contracts? I have my pick, and I will say it's probably going to be Heather Gay and Whitney Rose. Especially because Whitney Rose literally have been proved to be leaking information out there to bloggers. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know. And if you want to get all the tea related to the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City or any of the other Bravo shows, make sure to like this video, share this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you around. See ya. Bye.